Hey, Adam. I heard a joke the other day, but it's kind of sad.
Okay.
So I was talking to a buddy, and he said, my dad gave up smoking cold turkey for New Year's, and he's doing better, but he's still coughing up feathers.
I didn't have the sound ready for you again, but that tickled the funny bone. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome. Let's hit it. Go.
Brothers, but not by birth. Family, but not by DNA. Dave and Adam are two of a kind, and they want to borrow some of your day to talk into your ear holes about midi-chlorians and roller coasters. Those two things are unrelated, but so are they. They're unrelated at birth, like most people who aren't related. Unrelated at birth, but they're brothers in a brotherly way. Now it's time for the phenomenal brother and the golden voice of the South. They're brothers from different mothers, but they're both really proud to be unrelated at birth.
And welcome back into another great, exciting, and wonderful Unrelated at Birth. As always, you've got the one, the only, the golden voice of the South, the human jukebox, Dave Adams, coming to you all the way from the top of the state of Alabama. That's right, in Madison, Alabama, in the Unrelated at Birth podcast studios. And as always, I have brought along my friend.
Sorry, that was late. That was for the joke.
You in the middle of my intro?
Would you rather hear that or the alarm sound?
Well, okay, fine. Adam Joseph Russell, phenomenal
Dave.
brother.
I'm here.
You're supposed to be quiet in the middle of my intro.
Sorry. My apologies, sir.
I'm going to take that thing away from you, man.
Yeah, you come down here and take it away from me. You go ahead. You never come to the Orlando area. You never come to Central Florida.
I never.
I'd like to see you come down here.
And anytime I come down there, I'm never there to see you either.
No.
Because, you live too far away. Anywho, how was your Christmas, man?
Fantastic. How about yours?
It was fan-diddly-tastic.
Wow, that's extra super duper special.
It was great, actually. I got everything I wanted off of my Amazon wish list, which, by the way, if you don't make an Amazon wish list and give it to your family and say, hey, these are the things I want, here's a little secret for you. You can see when something's bought off your Amazon wish list. So therefore, you know what you're getting.
You're sitting around the dinner table and you drop a subtle hint somehow that maybe something hasn't been purchased yet. Or, wow. Another ad came across my feed for that insert product here that, man, I just really want that one. Really bad for Christmas, That's nice.
No lie. Up until like a week before Christmas, like right before you knew you weren't going to get anything shipped, like I would go down and check, okay, that's been bought.
Dang.
Oh, I really wanted that. Why hasn't that been bought?
How dare you?
How dare you, Dave?
How
peeking at the list as such.
Oh, come on, dude. You can't tell me that if you had an Amazon wish list and you did it like that, you wouldn't check the list?
No, I wouldn't
check it twice?
No.
Adam, come on, dude.
No, I would never.
I don't believe
Can't you hear it in my voice that I would never?
No,
Do you
not at all.
believe me that I would never?
So, what did Santa bring you for Christmas, Adam?
The Santa of our house, Blair and the kids got me a pair of socks that has the airport tower from across the street on it. That I love crazy socks, and so I got some of those. I got this tumbler with my car logo on it, Mach-E and the Mustang.
Nice.
Me and Emma like to bake in the kitchen, so she got me a glass bowl for our KitchenAid mixer, which is a little bit bigger capacity and stuff. Really nice, has a cover and all that. So yeah, got those kinds of things. Got a new board game.
What'd you get?
A Wingspan. It's exciting.
Wingspan.
It's you collect birds and then give them powers and then activate those powers to help you win the game. It's exciting. It sounds like it'd be right up your alley. And
Okay.
The look you're giving me, like, I don't think I would be playing that one. And then I got a set of Transformers that start out as a T-Rex and the Jeep from the first movie, and then will turn into robots.
Are they more than meets the eye?
Yeah, absolutely. Because they look really good, and then they turn into robots. So they are definitely more than meets the eye. And then my parents got me the Santa from another mother, my actual mother. I don't know what you would say there. But anyway, they got me a replica John Hammond cane. So I can now cosplay as John Hammond. I'm excited about that. They got me that, a Lego set, the Lego Pac-Man, an Indiana Jones Lego set is something else I got. And yeah, that kind of
What's
stuff.
the Indiana Jones Lego set? Is it?
It's the one from Raiders, the temple at the beginning. Yeah. So I already got the Pac-Man machine together, and that one was fun. That one was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah. And I also got I'm going to show it for you, a Sheriff Grady Judd coloring book.
Oh, my gosh.
And
I actually found his TikTok the other day.
It's hilarious, man. And then a signed bobblehead of him with the car that he drove when he first started as a sheriff's deputy.
Is that a new bobblehead for this year?
It's for this year. It's for his 50th year with the sheriff's office. But yeah, his daily briefings that he does they're entertaining. So I highly recommend his Instagram or his TikTok.
Yeah.
What about you?
If you are inclined to the TikTok.
Yeah.
I got a new luggage set. It had a 28-inch, a 24-inch, and a carry-on.
Fancy.
A new outdoor hammock with a stand so I could put it right by my patio and
nice.
Take a nice leisurely nap outside. I got a new sound bar, which let me get your take on this, sir.
Oh boy.
This is a marital bliss topic. So I have had two things on my Amazon wish list that were for our nice living room TV, not the downstairs TV, a living room TV.
Okay.
Which I bought. I think we talked about this on a show previous. I bought the frame, Samsung frame TV, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I wanted one of those cool Govee lights that will change with the lights on the TV.
Okay.
So it kind of like backlights. And
so that you can turn on Kenobi and get the whole lightsaber fight. I know what you really want to do.
Exactly. It's exactly what I want to do with it. And then my parents bought me a sound bar, which, granted, TV sound is better than it was in the past.
Sure.
But a sound bar or something is very needed, right? Well, my beautiful wife, my lovely wife, my amazing wife, has said that since it's a... Yeah.
Not buying that, but keep going, please.
A frame TV it's up there to purposefully look like a frame or a picture when it's off.
Sure.
And adding the Govee lights and a sound bar takes away from the aesthetic. And therefore, I would have to put all of that either outside or downstairs in the basement.
Okay.
What would your take be on that, sir?
Do the Govee lights come on? Because the Samsung frame aesthetic mode is kind of like its standby mode. Would the Govee lights be on when it was in standby mode?
I could turn that off.
But you would have to do it separately?
Right. The downside to that is to have the Govee lights work, there's a small little arm, a sensor that is jutting out from the TV.
I think the Govee would, because of the sensor and all of that. The sound bar you could potentially hide with, I don't know, something that says "Live, Laugh, Love" or some other crap they sell at Hobby Lobby. Right. You could fit that in with the aesthetic a little bit more than I think the Govee, but I don't think the sound bar would ruin the aesthetic. Govee probably is a bridge too far.
Okay. Well, but I thank you. Thank you.
So I'm halfway between the two of you. Did I straddle that nicely?
You straddled the line
Fantastic.
nicely. You
Fantastic.
do great with politics, which I've always said. That will help us with our Russell Adams 2024.
I can't wait.
We need to put our names in for that. Are we running independent?
Sure.
Okay.
That works for me.
Yeah. So
we got a big war chest built up already, so we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I don't have any lifts in my shoes like DeSantis, but I don't know. I think I'm ready.
Do you really think they would want me out there between the vice president.
You know what, dude? At this point,
China.
Wait, he's here somewhere. China. There he is. See, but this would be so. Here's what we do.
Uh-huh.
We're going to talk a 2024 prediction later. Here's my fake prediction for 2024. We're going to run. We're going to win. This is our fireside chat. The president
every
and the
2
VP
weeks.
now work remotely. We work out of our home. There is no White House. Secret Service fortifies where we live now. And this is how the American, we literally will do this. Now it'll go back to weekly, and we'll have more actual communication happen directly with the American people than we've seen in probably the last 5 years.
Heck yeah. I'm for it.
Yeah. Because let's be honest. We're all, as adults, even politicians, are just making it up as we go. Every time Joe Biden wakes up, every morning Trump wakes up, every morning when Bush and Obama woke up, they didn't know.
Nope.
They didn't know. They're just doing the best they can with what they got, and then they have people to spin it for them. We got that covered, dude. We got that covered.
We can do the spin ourselves.
That works for me. Doctor. That works for me. It'd be like, okay, American people, we have a very important question for you. We're going to hire a polling agency, 538. Let's just say we're going to hire Rasmussen and 538. The right and the left will be covered, and they're going to poll. Should the vice president have a sound bar? You get to you have a say in the running of your government, America, more than you have today. I love it.
And the second lady would have to do what
exactly. It's a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic / democracy, and it will be run as such from now on.
And being a fan of Star Wars and having as many lightsabers as you want, would be perfectly legal,
perfectly fine. And because you're the vice president, you're the one getting paid with the people's money. They would be able to say whether or not they agree with, do I pick a lightsaber or another throw pillow? And they would be like, lightsaber, and you could buy another one. The people said, sorry.
The people have spoken.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we should have maybe we should, I'll let us get on with this, but maybe we should have like a figurehead government of sorts, like the Queen, that's kind of there to help out a little bit and provide a little bit of guidance, but mostly is there for entertainment. Maybe we could be the figurehead.
The figureheads of the United States.
Yeah, the president and vice president, when it's really more like the cruise director and the assistant captain,
Heck yeah, man.
At least then we wouldn't just hear about the significance of the passage of time and other things like China, that kind of stuff.
China. Anyway, so I also got the Disney 100 book.
Ooh, yes.
Something that would be very, you would like. My wife, of course, we talked about a couple weeks ago, went to the Walt Disney Family Museum when she was in San Francisco on her business trip. And
those air quotes were not silent, Dave. We heard the air quotes.
And she got me a book of when Walt Disney shut down his animation department to help with World War II. And it's all about what happened during those 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So I also got a Steamboat Willie magnet.
Nice.
From there. Got a bread maker.
From the Walt Disney Family Museum?
No.
Oh, this was separate. Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I've already made a loaf of bread and a loaf of sourdough bread.
Do you have a starter, or did you use a mix?
Just used a mixed.
I want a 2024 social media account of Dave makes a sourdough starter. I want to see.
They're already all over the internet.
I want to see this happen. I want to see it happen.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What else did I get? I got the girls, that animation Disney game.
Oh yeah, the animated.
The animated. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent game. Excellent game.
So, let's see. Got a bunch of things for my smoker. I got a couple of mats to put under my smoker and my Blackstone to protect the concrete it's sitting on. I got a drone. So there might be some drone footage on the Facebook Sing.
I want you to fly that sucker right down the 50 in the middle of a game at WCA, man. I want some.
You really want me to get in trouble,
channel. It's content for my channel. Leave me alone.
It's content, dadgummit.
right
It
down
is
the
tiny
50.
too. I mean, it fits in the palm of my hand.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, you'd be like that cable cam they have that's hung from the
yeah,
stadium
exactly.
roof. Yeah, I love it.
Westminster doesn't throw the ball that much, so
Like Air Force. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I got a air compressor for my car. Plugs in a cigarette lighter, and I
Nice.
can just blow a lot of stuff up. Like blow up air, not
He did not,
blow up.
if anybody in the government can hear this, he did not mean what it sounded like he meant.
Right.
I can plug it in the cigarette lighter in my car and blow everything up.
I got some beef jerky from Bucky's,
Wow.
from Boosie's.
Yeah.
That's about it. But the girls got hoverboards, and we've already seen on the Facebook pages the girls on hoverboard. And my friend, other friend Adam, is trying to get me to write it and get a video of me on the group. I haven't seen the poll.
The poll
yet
is
of
now
that.
tied between ride the hoverboard and whatever the other. I can't remember what the other option was, but when I voted, it made it tied. So,
Would one of them that I put on there? My fat butt would
yes,
break it. Dave's
but
fat
that's
butt
not
would break
that's
it?
not an answer to the question though. So that one's technically moot.
Oh, it's actually a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
It is a 3-way tie.
I think we have to add a fourth option though.
What would
we
that
want
be?
to see video of Dave on a hoverboard, or the very first time Dave tries out his new hammock?
So let me tell you a story about a hammock and me. So as long as I can remember, we've had a hammock at my house,
Okay.
my parents' house. I was probably a junior in college,
All right.
and I had come home, and it was summer, so I went and laid in the hammock for a little bit,
Okay.
and it had been on this tree, the same tree, for 20 years. I was dead asleep in the middle of a nap. And unbeknownst to me, this tree had died about a year or two earlier. The dadgum tree fell in my lap. And then to add insult to injury, the hammock, the tree falling in my lap, caused the rest of the tree to fall to the ground. So not only did my belly hurt from the tree falling on me, my butt got hurt when I hit the ground. And I was dead asleep.
Wow. But you weren't asleep after that, though, right? I mean, you didn't wake up and this had happened. Okay, good.
I screamed bloody murder.
So that's why it's good that this comes with a stand.
Exactly. I would not be putting it on a tree.
Whew. Wow.
I would not trust any tree.
You know, I did not have I was looking for a good sound for that. I did not have a good
I know you were. No good
Dang.
sound.
Oh, well, nothing. Maybe like when you realized what had happened, but that's all I got.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly. That's not,
Wow. So, yes, I think we want video of both then, please.
Well, we'll see.
Have you laid in a hammock since that day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I was going to say, if this was like your first time getting back in the saddle after Tree-mageddon, then maybe we definitely...
Back in the saddle again. Riding the range with my friends. Anyway, so before we get into our topics, we got a couple of them to talk about tonight.
Do we?
We have 2 phone calls. Dos fononos. Monocalos.
Dos fenonos. All right. Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with your dad.
Ready? Here we go.
Hey guys, I have this week's questions. There's no preamble to this week's question. However, this week's question is a 4-part question.
4?
First part, who is credited with actually coining the phrase Iron Bowl describing the Alabama-Auburn game? Second,
He's thinking.
what year was it said?
Now he's
Third,
really thinking.
Why did they say it?
Now he's really thinking.
Number 4, or the 4th reason, is what year did Alabama versus Auburn game begin in Birmingham? Thanks, guys. Look forward to the podcast.
All right, I know number 3 is because of the city of Birmingham, where the iron is the best for, besides Pittsburgh, to make iron ore.
Okay. But that's not the where it was coined though. The
But that's
person in the quote where it was coined.
That's why
it was called iron. Yes.
The Iron Bowl.
Yes.
I think it started. I mean, it started. The first game was actually played on the quad at Alabama. So the question was, when did it start in Birmingham? 1946.
Yes.
Really?
It was 46.
Okay.
I think that's what I saw.
I knew it was the 40s. I don't know. I don't know who named it.
Where is it? Let's see. 1948. 1948. And who said it? You know who said it? Or what year?
Wait, 48. That would have been. Was that Frank Thomas? No, Frank Thomas was the 30s.
That wasn't the year it was coined, though. That was the year it was first played in the Iron Bowl. What year was that term, or first played in Birmingham? What year was that term coined by this person? What year and what person?
I don't know.
1964.
Bear Bryant.
No.
Shug
Jordan. Or Shug Jordan, excuse me, yes.
Jordan. Come on, you got to remember Auburn fans say it wrongly.
That's right.
Okay. But the why is the reason I said it.
Yes, absolutely. There you go.
So, all right.
All right. Now, here is our voicemail from sibling.
TJ.
TJ?
TJ, yeah.
Yeah, no, but are we calling our callers siblings when they call in?
Siblings on the birth line.
Right.
The delivery line.
Delivery line. There you go.
Yeah.
Are they the deliverers? No, siblings sounds better. Deliverers is kind of weird.
Siblings sounds better.
Right, here we go.
Hey guys, TJ from Illinois. Adam had to call out on the last show that he needed people from certain states to give a call. Yep. I know I'm at least one of two listeners in Illinois. Apparently we need to up our numbers a bit. But also wanted to call and explain why Dave is wrong. His saying Home Alone and Die Hard are the same movie. Just from the standpoint of it being a Christmas movie, Die Hard was originally released in July. It was never intended to be a Christmas movie, just a movie that takes place at Christmas time, kind of like Gremlins, which is never brought up as a Christmas movie. Home Alone was designed as a Christmas movie. If you look, all of the decorations in the house are in red and green. Kevin goes and visits Santa Claus. It is very clearly a Christmas movie, even if that is not the main focal point of the plot. All right, getting off my soapbox now. That's all. Keep it up. Talk to you later.
Oh, he leaned back for that one, TJ, just so you know.
He did. I did. By the way, Jeffrey Martin's our other a listener in Illinois, and we know that Jeffrey, in the original iteration, was the creator of the brackets for our March Madness.
That's right.
Month of March. We might have to bring that back this year, but to do that, we'd have to do every week in March because we had multiple categories.
Oh, okay.
We'll
do it for March. It'll literally be madness.
Yes, it will. All right, and TJ, I hear what you're saying. I do, but if the content of the movie is about Christmas, then technically it is a Christmas movie.
The content of Die Hard is not about Christmas, though. It's about a terrorist attacking Nakatomi Plaza
during Christmas.
That's not the content. That's the setting.
The only reason they were all at Nakatomi Plaza at Christmas was because of the Christmas party. So it's about Christmas.
The terrorists chose Nakatomi Plaza because they were attending the Christmas party?
Mm-hmm.
The terrorists were attending the Christmas party.
No.
They were invited and attending.
The reason that Nakatomi Plaza was so populated at the time was because it was Christmas Eve and they were doing their Christmas party. So Die Hard is a Christmas
Wouldn't it have been
movie.
more populated during a work day, though?
Then why?
like all the offices would have been open.
Then why didn't they do it?
I don't know. We'd ask Rickman, but unfortunately,
it's a Christmas movie.
Rest his soul.
I mean, we could ask Bruce Willis, but
he says no. He has opined on that.
Do you want me to make the same joke?
No, I don't want you to make the same
week?
joke, but he actually has opined on that before the recent tragic events.
Yes, very tragic.
Anyway.
All right. So we have opined about our Christmas.
Opined that can of worms again.
Now we will opine. Okay, then.
That coffee's really good.
All right. So now let's opine about a topic that Adam and I have talked about multiple times.
Sports?
Are Spirit jerseys unisex?
Okay, I thought you meant our Spirit jerseys, like O-U-R. I was like, oh, nay, that is not the right term.
We could make a Spirit jersey.
You mean A-R-E, our Spirit jerseys.
Are Spirit jerseys unisex? I say yes because
Disney sells them.
Because Disney sells it. No, because
that's
they
why.
are comfortable.
No.
They are sold to both sexes.
At Disney.
At everybody, at Universal, at anywhere you go.
Universal one on right now.
Huh?
You don't have a Universal one on right now.
I don't. I have a Disney one on right now.
You do.
But can men be cheerleaders?
Yeah.
And didn't you say that Spirit jerseys were made for cheerleaders?
You know what I meant when I said that, Dave. You're getting into the argument without explaining. No, listen. Let me ask you a question then. Let's take it one thing at a time. They are comfortable, right? They are colorful in some cases neutral. If Alabama made one that had Roll Tide in puffy paint across the shoulders in the same colors as the one you're wearing right now, would you buy that?
Yes, I would.
Wow. See, here's my problem. We know you're wearing one now. Unfortunately, our listeners can't see it, but you're wearing one now. But my issue with them is that they were originally made with a very specific audience in mind.
Correct.
A la lounge flies. Very specific gender, very specific, in this case with Spirit jerseys, very specific use case of a baggy, not quite so hot, but keep you somewhat warm sweatshirt that's easy to get on and off when you're at cheering competitions or if it's cold outside, etc. You don't change anything about the product whatsoever, except that you take the glitter out of the puffy paint and you're like, look, they're for dudes too. No.
And they make it neutral.
No.
There are some.
No,
there
you
are
have
some,
to adjust, other than just making it in a double X or an extra large or a large with the shoulder cut. You got to adjust a little bit. You can't buy something that was originally intended for your wife when she was in high school, and then buy one that matches her now. There has to be a differentiation in the product line. And I think that's my problem. There's no differentiation in the product line. Look, there was a Jurassic Park 30th anniversary when I bought every piece of Jurassic Park 30th anniversary merchandise except one thing.
And it's the
Le
one
Spirit jersey. That's the only thing I didn't buy.
Dude, I promise you put one on and they are so stinking comfortable.
I'm not putting something on my body that has huge puffy paint letters across the back. I'm not doing it.
See, okay, so I think
it's not meant for me, and I'm okay with that. It's like lounge flies. Could I use a functional bag that sits on my shoulders and isn't too heavy and isn't too big and fits in a locker easily at a theme park? Yes, I could totally use that, but I'm not buying one because they're not for me.
This is the difference between you and I. I think and let's be honest, the reason you really don't like Spirit jerseys is they call attention to the things on your back, what's written on your back, right?
It's that I wear jerseys that have my name across the back in big letters, but they're embroidered patches, not puffy paint.
I don't think you would like it calling attention to yourself.
I literally walk through the streets of Cozumel with guys yelling, Russell, hey, Russell. And it's hilarious. I literally wear, says my name across huge 21. I would buy a Jalen Milroe jersey if the guy could be consistent, and I'd gladly wear it. But it doesn't say Milroe in stylized puffy paint font.
You would not buy a Jalen Milroe jersey.
But you know what I mean. A Sean Alexander jersey, fine. Jersey with somebody's name.
I have never seen you wear a jersey that says anyone else's name on it but yours.
They used to not make them. Now in the NIL world, they'd make them. I had a Sean Alexander jersey back in the day. If it had Alexander across the back, I would have gladly worn it.
It wouldn't have had Alexander. It would have SU Alexander.
SU period Alexander. Anyway. But it's not in big puffy paint letters across the back. Literally. Okay, check it out. Here's the thing. I'm not mad at you for it. I'm not mad at any guy for it. Like I might be with a lounge fly. But I'm not mad at any guy. This isn't something I'm willing to build a fort on a hill and plant my sword and die on that hill over.
Right.
Everybody's got a different aesthetic that they go for. And even the word Disneyland in puffy paint across my back is not what I'm looking for. Because I mean, we've traded texts back and forth about some of the other websites, the non-Disney websites that make like the Dreamfinder jersey.
Right.
I would totally wear that. It's got stuff across the back that obviously is going to draw attention to yourself. Okay, fine. I wear crazy socks, dude. I got no problem with some of this stuff, but I can't do the. We took a product that was marketed to a 16-year-old girl and decided to make one big enough for a dude. Now, of course, you have to buy it. No, you don't. Now, if you like it, go for it. If you like it, somebody in the group said that. If you like it and it's comfortable and you like the way it fits, more power to you, because it's hard for dudes to find things that fit well. Because especially now when you go shopping at like JCPenney or somewhere like that, or Macy's or whatever, everything's slim fit. And what isn't slim fit, they don't have your size in.
Right.
Guaranteed they won't have your size in it, even if you look online. So if you find something comfortable, roll with it, baby. But I can't get past it's literally the material on the back that I can't do it. It's like wearing an airbrush T-shirt from Panama City. I just
you know that in the 90s you had a Destin or PCB airbrush T-shirt.
I had an airbrush Jeff Gordon hat. What are you talking about, man? I had airbrush this and that.
Oh,
I took a Jeff Gordon hat to the airbrush guy and said, "Can you put a 3 on the side and then put like the Ghostbusters circle with a slash through it around it?" And he did.
Flashback. I found the perfect TikTok and I sent it to Adam a couple days ago. It was on Christmas, actually.
Yep.
It was a couple episodes ago. We talked about if we had won $1 million, would there be signs? It said people wouldn't know, but there'd be signs. And this guy had painted his entire 1997 Monte Carlo with the entire Dale Earnhardt
stickers and all, yeah.
Stickers and everything.
Yep.
Had the ads and everything. He revved the engine up. I said, yeah, there'd be signs.
For sure.
That would totally be mine.
But seriously, let's say, now, let me say this. I'll close out my side of the Spirit jersey argument.
Oh, okay.
The line across the middle bothers me a little bit. If they got rid, that's the original cut. Like that's the whole aesthetic thing. Fine, I can get past that. If they took the big puffy paint thing off the back and toned it down a little bit and made it where it wasn't like so just feels a little too crafty kind of. Yeah, like let's see, the Disneyland goes literally from your armpit to your armpit. In this puffy raised paint. If they at least change that,
Walt Disney World
consider it. I might consider it.
The Walt Disney World, it's arm, shoulder, arm.
That is not something a dude would wear. There is no word, Dave.
I wear it!
Dave, there is no word that they could put on a shirt not related to Disney that would make you wear that. Now, you can
Roll Tide, roll.
If it was in like a script-looking font like Disneyland is and puffed paint, you would buy that. And you would wear that into Bryant-Denny Stadium.
No, because it'd be too hot.
To the Auburn game.
No, it'd be too hot. I'd get way too hot in this thing.
But you wear it in Orlando?
No. The only time I've worn it in Orlando.
See, you won't even wear it in public. This is what I'm talking about. You won't even wear it in public.
I wear this in public all the time.
I'm kidding. I know. I'm kidding. I'm picking on you. I'm kidding.
I wore this around town today. What are you talking about?
There's no other article of clothing that has big puffy paint words across the front or back. That's for you and me, dude. It's just not. It's not our thing. It's not our thing.
This is something that you and I look. We agree on 90% of things, but this is one that
not
we'll chalk
be one
up.
of them. You're right. No, this is agreed to disagree.
This will be one that we'll chalk up that we'll never agree on.
Yeah. I mean, if you went to a race at Daytona and they had Good Wrench, and that was the first time you'd ever seen that, would you have bought that thing?
Would have thought about it.
Yeah. I wouldn't wear a Spirit jersey to NASCAR race, my guy.
And then 3 on the front. Heck yeah, man. Black Spirit jersey, black shirt.
Intimidator. And from elbow to elbow.
Sign me up, man.
All of a sudden you look up and you're sitting by yourself in the grandstand. You're like, where'd everybody go?
Praise Dale, raise hell.
Oh my gosh. He should have been a Jeff Gordon fan. That's what they'd say. That's what race. Oh man.
Rainbow
Warrior.
24 Rainbow Warrior on the back.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
NASCAR, we won't even charge you anything for that idea. There you go.
No, they won't.
You'll sell 5
All
of them.
right. All right. You wanted to keep it under an hour. We've been going 35 minutes already.
We're doing pretty good, man. Usually one topic by itself is 35 minutes. We've at least done 2 voicemails on a topic.
That's true. That's very true. All right.
What else you got?
Now we're doing
What else you got? I'm on fire now. Come on.
Let's do our look back at 2023. I've got a couple of categories here. I've got top 10 movies according to IMDb. I want to hear your takes on this. I've got some celebrities that we lost, unfortunately. And then I've got the best new fast food items of 2023. I'd like to hear your take on these.
All right, cool.
And if you've had any. So let's start with fast food because, we all like to eat.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Do you want me to share the screen or do you want me to read it? Because we're not going to.
You can just read it. That's fine.
Okay. So the best new, I don't think this is in order, but the first one on the list is Chick-fil-A's honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich.
Ugh.
I had it. It was amazing.
Ugh.
I can't believe they actually took it away.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I used to not be a fan of pimento cheese. It's grown on me over the last several years. I never got, I think my problem, I tried this once or twice. I don't feel like I ever got a consistent experience with it. One was just drowned in the hot honey sauce with very little pimento cheese, and the other one had a ton of pimento. I just don't feel like I got a good sample size, but it wasn't bad. But I think if they want to serve that pimento cheese as like something to put on fries or something, then we can talk.
That was some great pimento
Then we
cheese.
can talk, I didn't hate it, though.
I think that the sandwich was better when you bought the spicy chicken sandwich with it.
Yeah, I can see how that would be. But that's spicy enough already. Woo.
Oh, it was so good though. I was in the restroom after eating it, but it was good. All right, next on there, keeping with the fried chicken, the KFC Ultimate Barbecue Fried Chicken Sandwich.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
I didn't either. Let's see. The sandwich starts with KFC's honey barbecue sauce, crispy fried onions, melted cheese, and pickles on a brioche bun. That sounds really good.
It does sound pretty good. I'm just trying to. I'm not a fan of KFC's like sauces.
Yeah.
So that might turn me off to a little bit. But yeah, I wouldn't have been mad to try that one time.
Oh, and it had bacon on it too.
Yeah.
So Chick-fil-A, this isn't a new thing, but they brought it back. The spicy chicken biscuit. Why it ever went away, I will never know.
Yeah.
I
put hot sauce on my chicken biscuit anyway, so I find the
yeah.
spicy chicken breast to be a little bit too hot sometimes, though.
Oh, dude,
I like controlling the heat level myself. So
spicy chicken biscuit, and you put a Colby Jack slice of Colby Jack cheese on it.
As long as you don't have to drink their coffee with it.
Oh, their coffee's horrible. Next thing on here is Wendy's Frosty Cream Cold Brew.
Yes. I think we did have one of these.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think. Maybe I'm thinking about something different. No, I'm thinking about the frosted coffee at Chick-fil-A, actually. I don't think I have
those
the
are
Wendy's
good.
one.
Even though their coffee sucks.
Well, when you blend it all together, it all kind of goes together.
Yeah. Starbucks Pistachio Cream Cold Brew.
I didn't have this one. I did have their gingerbread oat milk latte, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Too sweet. Ooh, too sweet.
Why is pistachio a thing?
I like pistachios, but they just really taste salty.
Yeah, but why put it with pistachio ice cream, pistachio coffee?
I'm surprised. Well, I guess this is a list of best, right? Because Starbucks also had that thing that came out with the olive oil in it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, people were complaining that they did the same thing to them as sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that didn't stay on the menu that long. This might have been good, though. I'll have to see if they still have that around. I'll give it a shot.
All right. McDonald's jalapeno sandwiches. McDonald's gifted us a spicy summer. Yeah, a spicy summer thanks to the arrival of not just one, but 3 jalapeno menu items. First, we have the jalapeno double. This burger favorite isn't exactly new, but it's returning to Mickey D's after almost a decade-long hiatus. Its comeback joins a new release, too, of jalapeno bacon quarter pounder with cheese. And if you're in a breakfast mood, they have a cheesy jalapeno egg McMuffin.
Okay.
Yeah,
That doesn't add
Anything-
anything to me. McDonald's is like, when I go to McDonald's, I don't want anything new.
Yeah.
I want like
And
the thing that I always
I don't
get.
really, I don't want McDonald's, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be in a certain mood to get. But sometimes it does hit.
Which I did have the adult Happy Meal the other day.
Oh, with the chicken McNugget toy.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of nostalgic, but that's it.
Yeah, I would honestly rather they bring back the original toys for my kids to enjoy than cater a toy to me. And
well,
then,
it kind of was. It was an old toy that we used to have.
no, it was, but I want it in the box. There were 4 of them, and you put the sticker eyes on them, and they were in the box that looked exactly
Right.
like the box they used to sell them in. Like, that was what I loved about it. And who even knows who that dude is who designed this stuff? It's like
Nobody.
you got someone that only a TikTok Gen, what do they call it, Gen Alpha person's going to
Gen
know,
X.
but only millennials really remember those McDonald's. It's just strange. I don't know.
And let's be honest, he really looks like Cam Newton.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially Cam Newton's style, sense of style.
Right,
They tend
exactly.
to line up. Yeah,
All right, next on the list, Pizza Hut cheesesteak pizza.
we don't eat Pizza Hut, so
Yeah,
didn't
Pizza
try
Hut's
that
not
one.
good.
yeah.
Burger King Italian Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich. It is a chicken sandwich with marinara sauce and mozzarella cheese on a potato bun.
A potato bun.
So it sounds like a Italian sandwich, maybe a chicken parm sandwich.
Yeah, chicken parm. Yeah,
I'd eat it.
yeah.
Try it. Wendy's strawberry frosty.
Yeah, I
not
like that
good.
one. Oh, really? Wow. So that's
Oh, dude.
89% of things we agree on. Because
Yeah. The only thing good that Wendy's does frosty is their chocolate. Have you tried their peppermint frosty? It's
yes,
horrible.
I do like that one too, though.
Okay.
I guess I'm just a
89%.
Frosty fan.
Yeah. Okay. Frosties are good. On this list also is Taco Bell nacho fries. I don't think we could call those new because they take them away and bring them back and then take them away.
Well,
and
here's the
bring 'em
problem
back.
with nacho fries, Dave.
Okay.
Who eats Taco Bell at Taco Bell? And what fries are good if you don't eat them like quickly? So
I mean, we learned
these are
that about
doomed.
Milo's.
Yeah.
You heard about the murder at Milo's here in Alabama. This is an actual true case. It was in actually I think in
Hueytown.
Gardendale.
Dang.
No, Gardendale actually.
Gardendale.
And it was a pastor who had hired somebody to murder his wife because he was having an affair. And the person's alibi was that they were out getting Milo's and bringing it back. And the police chief said, "We knew that was a lie because we all know that Milo's fries are horrible unless you eat them right there." So legit, that is how they caught them.
Yeah, you need your alibi to be somewhere like Zaxby's or Culver's where it takes them a little bit to get you your food.
Right.
You know, yeah, we're big on Culver's right now. Do y'all have a Culver's up there?
We have a Culver's. It's good.
Man. Yeah, their burgers are excellent.
Yep.
Sorry,
All
I'm
right,
eating a
next
jelly
one
bean
is-
while you're talking. This has got me hungry.
Yeah. McDonald's Peanut Butter Crunch McFlurry. Now, I might have a hot take here. I'm not a McFlurry fan.
Well, their ice cream machine's always broken. How do you even know if you're
Yeah.
a fan or not?
Well, yeah, true. But the Peanut Butter Crunch McFlurry features creamy vanilla soft serve with crispy cereal mix
What does that even
and
mean?
chocolate peanut butter cookies blended through.
No.
But see, every time I get a McFlurry, it's not really blended through.
No, it's not. It's all at the top.
Right, exactly.
That's why Dairy
That's like-
Queen's Blizzard iffy sometimes on whether or not it goes all the way through the same way.
Oh, dude, no. The Blizzards we got here at my Dairy Queen is perfect.
Really?
The Sonic is horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic is just all at the top. The Blizzards are where it's at.
Dang it.
So
Sonic.
Burger King came out with fiery nuggets this year.
Okay.
So
Wasn't this
they
the one that was
were-
like 5 cents for like 30 of them? Like they were super
Yeah.
dirt cheap, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, what's
the
in
fiery
those?
nuggets are coated with spicy glaze full of cayenne pepper, bird's eye chili, and black pepper.
No. That's that Bugs Bunny. No.
No.
Oh. That's too many peppers for something from Burger King. That's like
Yep.
the Spider-Man bun that they had with the black bun.
Oh, that was so horrible.
Ugh. It's naturally colored. Sure it is.
Sure.
Okay, Burger King.
Chipotle had the fajita quesadilla. Fajita quesadilla. I know.
Fajita. I love it.
Chipotle now offers the best of both worlds, a fajita and a quesadilla.
Do you like
single
fajitas?
mouth-watering order.
Do you like quesadillas? Well, we got a trick for you. So you have a Chipotle up there, obviously.
We do.
Is
and
the
I'm not a
rice
fan.
not cooked sometimes?
All the time?
Oh,
Every
okay.
time
It's
I
not
get
just
Chipotle,
ours, man. Goodness gracious.
it's just not good.
And I love it
wife
too. It's
loves
such a good idea. It's like, I'm going to be healthy. More like, I'm going to hate this, but eat it anyway because it was so expensive.
But people are like, "Oh my god, we gotta have Chipotle."
Yeah.
Starbucks frozen lemonade refreshers.
I had one of these very early on in the year. I think it was the pineapple passion fruit one.
Yep,
It was pretty good.
It was strawberry acai,
Yeah.
pineapple passion fruit, or mango dragon fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, I like these kind of things at Starbucks. It mixes it up a little bit. Like that is taking a product that you kind of already had with the refresher drinks and putting a spin on it to market it for a different way, unlike spirit jerseys. Go ahead. What's next on the list?
Oh my lord! Next is Wendy's, and this.
Just saying it. Just saying it.
Wendy's ghost pepper chicken sandwich.
Ghost pepper and Wendy's, man. Can we all just agree that ghost pepper should not be combined with that much grease?
Amen.
That and the fries and the sugar from the Coke, the bacteria in your stomach are having a field day, and then the ghost pepper hits. It's like,
oh.
Anyway.
All right. What a burger. Jalapeno cheddar biscuit.
We don't have a Whataburger.
What's up with everybody doing spice this year?
They run out of tricks, dude. Our taste buds are so deadened by all of the red 40 and high fructose corn syrup. The only thing we can taste anymore is spice.
Yeah. All right. McDonald's had Grimace's birthday meal.
I never got that. Did you get that?
No, but
it was a social media like firestorm of all the people getting like abducted by Grimace and murdered and all that stuff. It was kind of creepy.
Why?
But yeah.
Of course, we got Dairy Queen's Choco Blizzard, Summer Blizzards, Peanut Butter Puppy Chow, Oreo Brookie, S'mores, Cotton Candy, and Choco Dipped Strawberry.
We did try the cotton candy one when we went to Oak Mountain over the summer. It was pretty good.
My girls love it.
Yeah.
Taco Bell had a fiery, beefy crunch burrito.
Again with the fiery, spicy, flaming.
It was flaming hot Fritos with seasoned beef, sour cream, rice, and nachos. Why? Why?
It's Taco Bell's new butt-clenching beefy crunch burrito. It's like, goodness gracious.
We're already in the toilet after eating Taco Bell. Now.
Oh, this next one is heaven.
Krispy Kreme
Biscoff
donuts.
Yes, I will take anything with Biscoff. Anything.
So good.
And this was by far the glazed one. Didn't really add anything to it because it's just kind of sweet. But the one that had the cookie butter in it, yes, please.
Yes, so good. And there you go. That is our fast food list. Look back at 2023.
Yeah, we have tried a few of those.
What do you think they could do in 2024 to make things better?
A little less spice.
Actually, no. The one thing I want is spice this year from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I want spicy chicken nuggets.
Here's the thing. How about we just make a higher quality product? Because let's be honest. You go to Taco Bell, just get one combo now. It's like between $10 to $15, depending on where you live.
That
Prices
have
gotten
$4.
insane. It's like, can we work on the quality of the product that you're already overcharging for before you slap jalapenos on it and then charge me $1 more?
Right.
Please.
And then charge me $1 to use your bathroom.
That's my prediction for 2024. We'll get to that in a minute. I have my prediction.
Okay. All right. You want to do celebrities we unfortunately lost, or you want to do movies now?
Let's do movies, and then we'll go through the celebrity list very quickly.
Okay.
Not that we don't respect them. It'll just be quick.
So this is, let me read you their criteria.
Is this the one? No, that's Crate 11 month. Go ahead. I don't know if I'm looking at the same list.
Sponsored by Disney Plus.
Gee, what could possibly be at the top?
I just noticed that. The end of 2023 is upon us, and to celebrate a blockbuster year at the movies, we at IMDb have present the top 10 movies on IMDb worldwide and across 10 different countries across the globe. So that's all it says.
Okay.
What it says. All right. Number 1, and I do agree with this one, Oppenheimer.
I didn't see it.
It was so good.
Okay.
And I know that one scene turned you off, but it was so good. Number 2, I didn't see it, but my wife saw it, and she said that she feels dumber because she watched it.
Barbie.
Yes.
And there's your Oscars, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in January. It's just going to be the whole thing.
Yep.
Here's my problem with Barbie.
All right.
It's the same thing as the chicken nuggets. The chicken nugget toy. It's like you're trying to create nostalgia.
Right.
But there's no nostalgia in the product that was created.
Yeah, it's not the Barbie that our females in our generation grew up with.
And I have no problem with an empowerment message. Girls do need to hear that. They need to be very fully aware inside of their heart that they are able to do anything that they're willing to put in the work for, that they're willing to put in the time for, and there should not be obstacles placed in their way because they are female. I'm fully behind that message. But I feel like from what I saw of it, it got lost.
Yep.
Like it has a good message, but the messages are so frequent and so often, you kind of lose sight of it. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I can agree with
I did
that.
not see it, so that may be a limited take, and I am a male, so everybody's like, what do you know about it anyway? But that's just my take. Same thing with Oppenheimer. You had a really good story to tell, and then you just kind of
do that.
It's unnecessary.
Gratuitous
unnecessary.
nudity in there.
We know what happened. We know what happened.
Yeah.
Anybody who's read any book about it know that kind of stuff happened. We got to see it. I got to see it.
All right.
It's like we know all the people. We know all the people in Oppenheimer had to go to the bathroom. We got to see it.
What are you eating, by the way?
Jelly beans. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Number 3, Peaches.
Oh, the best. Yes.
The Super Mario Brother movie.
I love that movie.
It was so good.
Yep.
Number 4, and I don't agree with it.
Uh-oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Moving on.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but number 4, no.
Yeah, number 5, and this is... I don't want to get on a soapbox here, but I agree with this, and I know some other people don't. Number 5 is Little Mermaid. I loved this version of The Little Mermaid, not only because the music was great. My girls love Scuttlebutt. I mean, and that's the one thing you hated.
I never saw it.
I thought you told me you did.
I didn't watch it.
Okay. The one thing that people hated about it was, she's supposed to be a redhead, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
They made her from the Caribbean Sea. Yeah. So it made sense why the casting was as it was.
His daughters represent
I thought it was a great movie. Yeah, I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I really did.
Who cares who they cast for anything anymore? Unless it's historical. Who cares?
Yep. Number 6, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
That should be higher.
It should. That
should be at least right below Mario Brothers.
Yep.
Maybe even above it.
Number 7, probably the worst movie of all time.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be good.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I did not see that with Chris Pine.
Among Thieves.
I did not see that.
It was horrible. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, no. If you say it's horrible, now I have to watch it so that we can disagree on something.
Absolutely horrible.
What was so bad about it?
It jumped around. It made no sense. I mean, maybe you had to play Dungeons and Dragons to get it, but it was horrible.
It's like those pesky Marvel movies that you have to have read the comics and have a PhD in Marvel lore to understand. I mean, it did get a 91% critic and 93% audience score.
I don't understand how.
Because we know that's valid.
Right. Number 8, John Wick Chapter 4. I haven't seen it yet.
I've never seen a single John Wick.
Well, they're good.
And this is on the 4th one. Maybe I need to catch up.
Number 9, a very controversial movie, The Sound of Freedom.
Did you see that one?
I have not.
I have not either.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. It's like we know it happens.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I'd rather see a
went and
documentary about it than a dramatization. But
we'll talk in a minute about something else. Number 10 is another movie I haven't seen, but it's up for Oscars. It's very good. It's a Scorsese flick, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, but again, it's historic. I mean, I can get behind the historical aspect of it, but I'd rather watch a documentary about it.
Yeah,
than a dramatization about it. I don't know.
So, all right, let's.
I'm old and boring like that.
You won't get this. I went and saw Iron Claw the other day.
What is that?
It's a movie. It's a wrestling movie about the Von Erich family, family of 4 sons who follow in their dad's footsteps. All but one of the sons died of suicide. So it's a sad movie. Great, very well acted. Zac Efron's in it. And he plays the main character, and I forget it's Zac Efron halfway through the movie. He's so good in it. But it ends. It's very heavy. I mean, my wife went. She watched the movie Wrestling with My Family, which was very comedy. It's about Paige the wrestler.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want to see this movie. I came home. I said, Amanda, no, you don't. So when you go to a movie, do you and it's going to be a heavy topic? Do you not go see that movie just because you're not really going to be entertained? You're going to be leave going, ugh. Or do you you purposely go for comedy or a drama or?
Yeah, you can ask Blair. I purposefully avoid, unless they're historical documentary style things, like I've repeated 58 times now.
Right.
I will avoid dramatic, heavy things. Now, I don't mind like Interstellar, stories that have a emotional element to it, but like Blair watches things like Virgin River on Netflix, and they put 2 characters in an accident. It didn't actually happen in life. It didn't really happen to somebody. Writers in a room said, now let's put them through something bad. Why do I want to watch something made up that's bad? There's enough in the world out there that I could learn about that I could learn from that actually happened.
Like This Is Us.
Enough. Yeah, this is why. That's David, thank you.
Wow.
That is a wonderful example. Yes, Dave, fine. That is a wonderful example. I get the emotional aspect of it, but these people aren't real. Why are you getting invested in the lives of people there's a bunch of writers in a room saying, now what could we do? Now we can throw in that the dad is homeless, and spoiler alert,
we kill the dad with a crock pot.
Right? Exactly. It's like, what was that show that Michael, no, it's not Michael Keaton. What's the dude's name who did the voice of Nick Wilde in Zootopia?
I know.
He was in Ozark. Poop. Hang on. This is going to bug me now. Shoot. IMDb Zootopia. It's Jason Bateman. Was that what TV
Ozark.
show was he in?
Ozark.
No, not Ozark. I've never watched that. But Jason Bateman was in a show a long time ago. I fired up the Google machine. Hang on a second. People are screaming it at me while we're talking, I'm sure. Way back in the day, like back in the 80s. Hang on.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
No. Silver Spoons. No, wasn't Silver. Maybe it was. Anyway, there was a show he was on, and somebody left a lamp, an old lamp on in the attic, and it caught fire to the house. And now to this day, when I leave, I have to turn lamps off because of that show. And it didn't even really happen. I probably wasn't even really watching that show. What's that?
Yeah, it was Silver Spoons, by the way.
But it's like, it didn't even really happen. I probably wasn't even watching it, but it was on TV, and something happens, and then it sticks with you for the rest of your life. Didn't even really happen. Why would you consciously pay your good money and subject yourself and your time? Your time is valuable. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. But no, I actively avoid things that I know are intentionally sad for no good reason.
Okay.
But then let me say, then you have Guardians 4, or Guardians 3, and Endgame, Infinity War type stuff that does a twist that's sad. But the story continues on, and then it's a superhero thing, the redeem and all that kind of, okay, there's moments in it like Bambi, things like, but that's an hour and a half movie, not an hour every week for 9 seasons. Anyway.
Well, so Iron Claw was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
The whole movie.
But you knew going in what it was going to be. It's not like you went expecting a
bad
wrestling match and then something sad broke out,
Right. No. I knew it was going to be pretty heavy going into it. I mean, all 3, like there was only one brother that and actually there's a 5th brother that also committed suicide that they don't talk about in the movie. It's called the Von Erich curse. But
that's crazy, man. That's absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's
can't
crazy.
imagine.
But you know, I don't know, man. Like that kind of movie, I'd go to see because it's something, a family that I knew about growing up my whole life, and you see the ins and outs and the depths that
Sure.
you didn't really know. But like Napoleon, I know how bad that ends. I hadn't seen the movie yet, but I really want to.
Yeah.
You know,
But again, it's like if you're using Zac Efron and the other actors to portray a side of the story you could never see because you can't see into the family now. It happened in the past, obviously.
right.
If it's creating situations that never happened just to move the story along,
Oh,
not
all this stuff
interested in the
happened
least.
though.
But if it happened, okay, it's like Rescue 911. It's a dramatization of things that actually happened, right?
Right.
But it's like the things that are just made up to move the story along or to make a point. Like some of the stuff that was in Oppenheimer, it did not happen that way, but they made it up and they changed it a little bit. It's like Blindside. I used to love that movie. Now I hate it, and I can thank Rick and Bubba for that. Because Greg is always like, oh, that's not how it happened. And I looked into it, and you know what? Half of that stuff didn't ever happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? It's like, it's one of the reasons I hate a lot of reality shows like Curse of Oak Island. I can't stop watching, but I hate it at the same time because I feel like you're
They're
stringing
never
me
gonna find
along.
that.
You're making stuff up. You're making stuff up, and it makes me feel like a little bit of an idiot. But
Yeah,
that one I'm stuck on. That's my guilty pleasure. But anyway, now, I get it.
All
Though.
right.
If it really happened and it's something like that that's about a topic you're passionate about,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And it was a great movie, is a great movie. Just if you watch it, go into it knowing that it's heavy.
Sure.
So, all right. Speaking of heavy, let's hit the highlights of some of the actors and famous celebrities that we lost this year. Starting off with, I think the one that shocked me the most was Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie passed away. Chandler Bing, Matthew Perry passed away. Which sad. We found out just recently how he died. He did die of an overdose.
Yeah,
sadly, he
of something that was supposed to be helping him too. That's the shame of it.
It is. Tina Turner died in May.
Yep.
We lost Harry Belafonte.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Angus Cloud. I don't know who that is. We lost Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens, Tony Bennett. This one was sad. I forget how to say his last name.
The captain on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh man,
yep.
99. Captain Holt. He's my favorite, man. That was so sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Raquel Welch.
Yep. From
Jimmy
way back
Buffett.
in the day. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett.
Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, you know, I thought about, real quick, I thought about Jimmy Buffett. We walked past Margaritaville at Universal.
Yeah.
And it's just funny that place will always be there. And him being here or not being here on Earth, it'll still be there. And it's just crazy, like you think about Walt, people that have done stuff like that. Who'd have thought Jimmy Buffett would have created something that's other than music? Like there's a whole like lifestyle around that whole thing.
Carrot hits.
It's crazy.
He's got a new cruise ship coming this year too.
Yeah. And it'll do great. It'll do wonderful just because of what he was able to do. Yeah.
Because of his name.
Yep.
Let's see. Norman Lear created All in the Family, the Jeffersons. Jerry Springer.
Yeah, I forgot about Jerry Springer, yeah.
Yeah, Sinead O'Connor. David Crosby from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Looking down the list here. We lost one of the Smother brothers today, actually.
Yeah, Tom Smothers. Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Barker.
Yeah. That's sad. I'm so glad we got to see him do that show before he handed over Drew Carey. Are you a Drew Carey fan? Price is Right.
No.
You're not?
He doesn't look right.
Oh. Hey, that's not fair.
Speaking of This Is Us, actor Ron Cephas Jones, who was the dad.
Oh, yeah.
The African-American gentleman's dad.
Yep.
Looking
Richard Mall from Night Court.
Yep.
Played Bull Shannon.
And that's all on my list that I recognize here.
We'll get to the bottom of this one. Let's see. You talked about Suzanne Summers. Yeah, I think that's all the ones that us and our audience would recognize.
Yeah. Yeah. Sad. But I mean, I think we are our generations.
Burt Young.
Really?
Yeah, Paulie.
Oh
from
yeah,
Rocky.
Paulie.
Yeah, that's near and dear to your heart.
It is near and dear to my heart. Sadly, I think our generation. Well, I guess technically we're in different generations, but we're both Zennials. I think that our generation is getting to the point where people that we grew up with from our parents' generation are now getting of that age where they're going to die. And sadly, I think my 2024 prediction is going to be a sad one.
Okay.
And I sent it to you a couple days ago. I was watching the Dick Van Dyke special on CBS. Turned 98 this year. I don't think we're going to make it past 2024 with Dick Van Dyke on this earth. And the day Dick Van Dyke leaves this earth, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There's never going to be another Dick Van Dyke. I've never seen maybe, and I'll make this argument. I'll walk that back. I think the next person who is Dick Van Dyke, who can be like Dick Van Dyke, is Neil Patrick Harris because he does the same type of thing that Dick Van Dyke used to do.
That kind of variety stuff.
Yeah, variety stuff. He can sing, he can dance, he can act, he can do it all and just make the world laugh and make it look effortless. I think that is something that that the world has lost. And I think when Dick Van Dyke dies, it will be the world just lost their grandfather type situation. I think sadly we will lose Dick Van Dyke in 2024. I know.
What popped into my head was you mark it down, but I know that's not right. That's not.
I don't want to mark that down. I do not.
That's not a good thing to say at all.
But
so that's your prediction.
And that's my prediction. And I will say this. I have always dreamed of walking in Disneyland and seeing all these actors walk around Disneyland. I was watching a TikTok the other day where Dick Van Dyke came across the why their names mistake me here. The Dapper Dans. Yeah. And they started singing all the Mary Poppins songs. And Dick Van Dyke just starts singing with them. And he's in his wheelchair singing with them. And when they stopped, he sat there for 20 minutes talking to them about what happened when they sang. It just, my dream was, as always, to see somebody like that at Disneyland just because he is what, I never grew up with videos of Walt. I only grew up reading about him. I grew up with Dick Van Dyke, seeing videos of Dick Van Dyke and Disney stuff. And so I guess he's one of the reasons I love Disney as much as I do. And so I would love to see him in person before he passes. And unfortunately, I'll probably never get that chance.
It'd be such a random thing to begin with, and then you limit the amount of time you have available to do it, and it's tough.
Yeah, it would. But still, just getting to say, "Yep, I met my hero." That check that off. Check that off.
Yeah.
So, anyway, there's my unfortunate 2024 prediction. My happy 2024 prediction. I'll say on January 8th, we'll be celebrating another national championship.
Nice. We'll see about that. I hope so. Yeah, I only have one, and it goes back to what we were saying. I think that 2024, and I think it's especially you're gonna say uh-oh in your head, at least when I say this, especially with it being an election year.
Uh-oh.
But it's not political. I think the new chic in thing to do is going to be driving the price of things down and not on sale. I think you're going to see a dollar menu type thing come back. I think you're going to see $5 combos at fast. I think you're going to start seeing the price of things come down, whether artificial or political, whatever the reason behind it might be.
Around March and November is what you're saying?
I would say even before. I think you're going to see the new in thing be not relying on 30-40% off coupon type stuff, but more like we're going to undercut the competition by lowering the price because it's got to the point where it's not sustainable for folks. Yeah. I really do. Because the niche thing over the last couple of years since COVID has been raise the prices. I think everything's going to reverse back the other way.
I saw somewhere that, we hear stories about how bad the Great Depression was.
Yeah.
But inflation, if you did a calculator, we are living in a worse inflation period than they were in the 30s. It's just people were smarter with their money now than they were in the 20s.
Yeah. You have different mechanisms available now than you did back then. But yeah, it's it's gotten to the point where it used to be you'd go to Publix because I'm going to spend a little bit more, but it's a different experience. Now it's expensive everywhere.
Right.
For example, I think you're going to see it. And like I said, especially with it being an election year, I think you'll do that. I have one more. The USA is going to be a little embarrassed after the Olympics.
Oh.
I'll make that call too.
Really?
I don't know what sport it'll be in, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a poor year in at least 2 or 3 things that we normally dominate in. We're going to get embarrassed in.
Basketball, definitely.
I'll take that one, yeah. Although, what is with the scoring? Like, every single game is 110, 120, 130. I've seen some 140s. What in the world is going on this year?
Nobody plays defense anymore.
Man, it's like, I don't want to say that things like the NFL and the NBA are rigged and scripted, but it's kind of like changing the rules of baseball to get more people to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Feels a lot like that.
Yep. I'm just happy that we're getting flag football in the next Olympics.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. That is one thing we will not get embarrassed in.
We will dominate.
Let's see anybody else field a team that can take on our guys.
Could you imagine putting Tyreek Hill as a wide receiver in a flag football team?
Oh, my gosh. You're going to take the NFL versus the CFL in the final. It's going to be USA and Canada. I mean,
Right. No, Samoa might be up there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
So, yeah. All right. Well, there's our 2024 predictions. Mine's sad, one happy. Adams is...
I kind of ended up the same way. Prices are going to go down, which is happy, but we're going to get embarrassed at the Olympics in a few different ways, which is sad.
Adams is pretty bleak.
Thanks a lot. Happy New Year, everybody.
Right. Oh, bother.
Oh, man.
Somebody put my tail back on. All right. So that's our show. I will say one important thing that happened in 2023 that we didn't mention, Adam. Unrelated birth came back.
That's probably the most important thing.
Yeah. I love how
People
you
just
put your
don't
cheat
know
sheet
yet.
on the bottom right before we came back. The most important thing that happened in 2023 is we got our creative outlet back, and I'm very happy that we did. We really appreciate everything that y'all have done to help us with this show. We say it every week. We really do truly love you guys. We love all the interaction we get on our socials, which are the Unrelated at Birth Facebook listener group on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. I haven't posted a lot on Instagram. I need to get back on it.
You need to get on as social media manager.
I know.
That's
I'm sorry. People are trying to make me fall on my fat butt on Facebook right now. So I need to figure out how to make that not happen. I could post the video of Amanda falling.
I would not do that if I were you. I may or may have not seen said footage, and literally at the end, I jumped out of my chair trying to catch her like I was there. It's so weird.
And
because you can just see it. It's new to hoverboard. It's the back and forth wobble, and then all of a sudden it went a little faster. It's like you can't go that fast yet. Oh my god!
Oh no! I've seen what it does to what it did to Mike Tyson, and I'm
that
done.
hurt, man. Hoverboard's not fun. Ouch! Felt like something bit me on my ear.
All right, y'all. Well, if you also wanted to, instead of just write to us and join us in the Facebook listener group, Adam, how would they do that?
They could call the delivery line at 863-345-0088. That's 863-345-0088. And if we get at least 5 voicemails that aren't Virgil Asked a Question, Dave will post his video of the hoverboard. 5 voicemails or more from individual people that are not Virgil, Kathy, Adam, Blair, Amanda, Aiden, Emma, Harper, Ellie. Anybody outside of that group who calls in and leaves a voicemail, if we get at least 5, Dave will post said video immediately.
Or Carrie, or Eric.
Nope. Nope. 5 people that are not us, our wives or children, or my parents. I'll even take your parents. Anybody. I'm going to open it as wide as I can. Open it up to everybody. Joe Biden, the premier of the Congo. I don't know. Just anybody. Anybody who feels like it. I know we got 2 people in Illinois that could call in. Cleveland could call in.
Oh, he'll do it too.
Yeah. So that's Illinois, and we got the Rust Belt covered. Now we need at least 2 more. So you're on notice. I looked in the numbers and I see a Germany download and I see an Australia download. We need to call international. Let us know how much it ended up costing. I'll reimburse it.
Well, yeah. If
we get it, listen. All right, 1 Australian voicemail, and instantly he'll post it, and then I'll go buy a hoverboard, and I'll post video of me riding it too. If we got a call from whoever downloaded in Australia, and you leave, and no, I'm not talking about somebody in the United States like, "Hey, it's me from Sydney, Australia." No, it does not count. I can see the area code.
Can I do *67?
Right. So 1 Australian voicemail or 5 American voicemails. That's the exchange rate for video of Dave riding the hoverboard.
What? Okay, if we get both, I know we have 2 Canadian listeners for sure. If we get our 2 Canadian listeners, our 1 UK listener that I know about, and our Australian listener, I don't know who that is. So if we get those 4, I will post a 5-minute video of me riding a hoverboard or trying to ride the hoverboard.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
With a Spirit jersey on?
Sure.
No, don't.
You knew what I was thinking.
Spirit jersey's fine, Dave.
You knew exactly where my head was going.
I appreciate voicemails, but I don't know if I'm that desperate for them. But we'll go with Spirit jersey on a hoverboard for 5 minutes.
For those international calls.
Sorry.
Helicopter!
Anyways, Dave, I think we've set some clear criteria. Can we move on, please?
We say it every week. We truly do mean it. Now that Adam can't breathe. Guys, we love you. We will see you next year. I can't believe it's 2024. We will see you in 2024. Adam, take them home.
Oh, please, everybody, remember that we do love you, but not as much as Jesus does. Thank you for taking time out of your day or night, whenever it is and wherever it is. Thank you for taking time out to listen to us, listen to what us 2 crazy guys have to say. And I already said it again. I'll say it again. We love you, but not as much as Jesus does. Stay safe out there. Be kind to one another above all else. And we will talk to you again in a couple of weeks. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
That was such a subtle end to such a fantastic show.
Bye.